What's up everyone, Carter Maxwell here, and in this video I'll be going over the 3 biggest reasons why people fail when selling on Amazon FBA. So the Amazon FBA platform is a great way for you to build a scalable and efficient and convenient business selling your own products on Amazon. But for some reason I keep hearing the same reasons that people are failing, the same reasons that people aren't reaching the amount of sales. And their business isn't where they want it to be. So hopefully in this video I'll be going over 3 of the biggest reasons to why these people are most likely failing, and how you as a current Amazon FBA seller or someone that's looking into Amazon can hopefully avoid these failures, these reasons that people are consistently failing, so that you can build a long-term profitable Amazon FBA business. So let's get right into it. So reason number 1 that people are consistently failing when selling on Amazon FBA is because of their product research. Your product research, your products are the foundation of your Amazon business. If you don't pick products, if the product is too competitive or the product does not have enough sales within that market for you to be able to enter that market and take enough sales for it to make it worth your time, then you're not going to be able to build a long-term or scalable, profitable Amazon business. And I mean, there's a few different reasons to why people just keep failing when it comes to product research. Either one, they're rushing the process. They're not using the proper search tool. They're not using a Jungle Scout. They're just trying to go through and save as much money as possible. They're trying to get their product up to Amazon with the fastest that they can, which is a good thing. I mean, obviously you want to find a product and you want to get that product branded, private labeled, and then get it listed and sold on Amazon as quick as you can. But especially for new sellers, they often rush that process. They don't understand what all exactly goes into product research, what all exactly goes into finding a good product, analyzing the market, make sure the market isn't too competitive. There aren't too many competitors, over 75 reviews, over 100 reviews, and that when you look at the market for the most broad search term for that product, that there's an evenly dispersed amount of sales throughout the top 10 sellers. So there's not just one seller that's doing 3,000 units a month and everyone else is doing 200 units a month. You want it somewhat spread out. Well, maybe there's a couple big sellers that are doing 500-600 units a month. Then there are the other sellers that are doing at least 200 to 300. To where if you were to enter that market and kind of get in as an average seller within that mixture, you're still able to take a large percentage of the sales, anywhere from 200 to 300 sales a month. Now, depending on what that product is selling for, I mean, what I teach in my course is to use the Jungle Scout web app to do your product research, because you can go and put in certain criteria when doing your product research for it. So if you want a product that sells anywhere from $15 to $50, and depending on what that product is, you want maybe 300, 400 sales a month minimum, and you want it to be under 50 reviews because you don't want to be too competitive, the Jungle Scout web app is going to pull down every result on Amazon that fits that criteria, that fits that $15 to $50. Or maybe you want a medium priced product, so you want a product that sells anywhere from $20 to $30. And then if you're making around $8 to $10 profit per unit is what you're going to be estimating you're making, and you want to make an additional $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, or maybe just $100 a day, you're going to want to look for 2, 3, 400 sales. And then you don't want it to be too competitive. You can have it under 50 reviews, under 25 reviews. Honestly, that's all up to you. If you want to compete against a more competitive market, but especially as a new seller, I'd recommend just going after something that's not too competitive. And what you'll learn is you want the sales to be evenly dispersed. You obviously don't want to go after a product where the top competitor has 5,000 reviews and he's taking 75% of the sales in that market. You want it kind of evenly spread, where all the sellers on page 1 are kind of having average sales. Maybe there's a couple that are a little bit higher. The second reason people are failing when it comes to selling on Amazon FBA is because they do not have an optimized listing. Now, when it comes to selling on Amazon, you're going to be selling the same kind of general product compared to your competition. Now, there are a few ways that you can obviously differentiate your product. You can either add a different variation, add different colors, or bundle different items with your product. Now, the best way to compete against your competition is to have an optimized listing. And what I mean by an optimized listing is a descriptive title, bullet points, and description that describe your product, describe the benefits, the pros of that product, and why that person that's viewing your product listing should purchase your product right now. Now that's going to be a huge advantage when it comes to competing against your competition, because there's going to be other sellers. Maybe they have different price points, maybe they have a different variation, but if you can provide just high quality, high resolution photos and a very, very descriptive listing, you're going to be able to convert at a lot higher rate than compared to those other listings. For instance, if you just go and you take your product and you don't get professional photography, I mean, you can get it for pretty cheap, but if you just go and you take your sister's camera and you go take some pictures outside, it's not going to convert very well. It's just, I recommend that you just, if you don't know how to take professional pictures, you don't know how to write a really nice copyright listing, outsource it. You can outsource it on Fiverr.com, Fiverr, which is basically a website where you can go and hire different freelancers to do different gigs, do different offers for you. So if you want someone else, you want to hire someone else to make your whole Amazon listing, I mean, that's what I do. I mean, you can get it done anywhere from, I don't know, probably $60 to $100 to get your title, bullet points, a description. I mean, really good stuff, like lengthy, that really goes into the depth for the product. You can outsource that, have someone else do that for you. Same thing goes for photography. You can also source that on Fiverr. You can go and you can go through, or 2 or 3 different photographers, have your product sent to their address, so then they can take pictures. Whichever one is the best, that's who you're going to use in the future. So out of those 3 photographers, if you only like one photographer that really took good pictures, had pretty good pricing, well, guess what? You can use that photographer for every future product that you have. And still, I think you can get your listing and your pictures done, optimized, high resolution, anywhere from $100 to $200 if you can find a pretty good price on Fiverr. And that's a really good way to scale your business, and that gives you time to go and work on other things like building your ad campaigns, your PPC campaigns. Make sure you're getting those set up, finding ways to get reviews, making sure that your product is high quality, you're finding a supplier. So when it really comes down to it, building an optimized listing is extremely, extremely important. And usually, like, if I was to compare the price points of my current private label products compared to others, I would be on the higher end spectrum of the pricing range, just because my listing is a lot more optimized. I'm converting the people that come to my listing, I'm converting them at a lot higher rate, and my pictures and my title are they look a lot more professional. They really catch the buyer's eye when the buyer's reading it, the buyer's viewing it, and that's just going to convert in a lot, and you're getting a lot more sales for your product and outselling your competition. The third reason that people will consistently fail when selling on Amazon doesn't even have to do with their business. It's because they're just plain out lazy. They have zero patience. They don't want to put the time, they don't want to put the effort into building their business. They just want to make money overnight. Now, it's not going to happen like that. You're not going to be able to set up your Amazon account. You're not going to be able to find a product, get that product sold, and overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. It's going to take some time for you to learn the business model and build it up over time. Because, I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Just like how you can go and fill out an application and get a job for $8 to $10 an hour at any place you want to. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have any experience when selling on Amazon, because guess what? No one had experience before they started their Amazon business. They learned, they did research, they found out the business model they wanted to pursue, what exactly goes into that business model, and how they can be successful. And a huge reason that people fail is they're just too lazy. They don't have patience. They don't want to invest time into the money. They say they don't have enough time. They have school. They have a full-time job. Well, guess what? This is a part-time business as well. You don't have to work on 8 hours a day. You don't have to work a certain shift. You don't have to work from 5 to 11 on the business. You can work at your own pace during your own hours. Now, since making this YouTube channel and having my Instagram and everything, I'm consistently getting DMs and emails and just questions from people all the time, just making excuses why they can't start the Amazon business or just make money online. Because of the 2 main reasons, one being they don't have enough money to start. Well, guess what? A great way to solve that is to get a job or find a way or find a hustle. I would way rather find a hustle instead of get a job. You can go find a job and you can go work some horrible BS shifts for like 6 hours from 5 to 11 on a Friday night because maybe you have school in the day or maybe you have a full-time job. Well, guess what? Amazon can be a part-time gig. It can be a part-time thing. You don't have to work 5 hours a day on the business right off the bat. You can work at your own hours at your own pace. And another big reason people say that they can't run a business is they don't have enough time, which is complete BS, because the people that I hang around that the people that I watch, people that go to my school, they play video games for hours and hours on end. People watch a lot of TV, a lot of movies. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great way to relax and just kind of escape. But if you want to make extra income online, you're going to have to sacrifice some of that time that you're wasting, some of that time that you're watching TV, or maybe you're sleeping in, or maybe you're just playing too much video games. I mean, just cut back on some of that time. If you're spending 3 hours a day on your phone watching TV and playing video games combined, cut out 30 minutes of that time, cut out an hour of that time, and work on building your business. You don't need to spend 5 hours every day at the beginning building your business. Just spend 30 minutes. Just keep researching and keep learning the business. Because if you don't sacrifice that time and you just consistently just waste your time on your phone, watching TV, watching movies, eventually you're going to have to make money and you're going to go end up working some BS job for $8 to $10 an hour. I mean, it's totally up to you. I would way rather just, you know what, I'm going to hang out on my phone 30 minutes less than I usually do, and I'm going to go on my computer and I'm going to do a little bit of research of how exactly I can make money online. Do I want to sell on Amazon? Do I want to sell on eBay? It's something that you're going to have to sacrifice. It's something that people don't want to sacrifice because they're just too lazy. They don't want to take 30 minutes extra out of the day to do something that's maybe not as fun, maybe something they don't have as much interest in, but it's going to come back to bite them because they're going to have to go work that horrible job that they can only work on the weekends. So they're going to work from 5 to 11. They can't hang out with their friends. They can't go to the football game. I mean, it's really all up to you. I mean, I run my business in the evening, so I can still hang out with my friends. And maybe if I have an event like a football game, or if I'm hanging out with some friends in the evening, I can just get my work done early because I can work during my own time, during the own day, during my own hours. And maybe if I don't have 4 or 5 hours to work on my business, I only have 30 minutes, that's completely okay. The next day I'll just have to make up for it. But it's really up to you and how hard you want to work in your business. Because if you're lazy and you're not patient, I don't even care if you want to make money on Amazon or eBay. Online sales, just making money online is not going to be for you. So if you do want to make additional income online, even if it's an extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, you can do it. It's going to take some time, but invest in the business, invest time and money, and over time you're going to be able to build something that's worth a lot more than if you were to just work for a slave job, $8 to $10 an hour. So definitely check that out, guys. Now, another question that I always receive from these lazy people is, I don't know how to sell on Amazon. Well, no one knew how to sell on Amazon when they first started. How do you think they knew? They did their research, they figured out what the different business models were, what the different ways they can make money on Amazon were. And if they wanted a better instruction, a better series of videos, take a course, invest in a course. Instead of going and buying a new pair of shoes, go invest in an Amazon course. Because I guarantee the return on that investment is going to be a lot greater than anything else. If you don't know how to sell on Amazon, if you want a private label, you want to know how to sell books, take a course. Even if it's $200, $300, just ask your parents for the money. I'm pretty sure they would love to give you money so that you can learn how to make money online. And in return, that $300, obviously for some people it's a big investment up front. But if that can make you an extra $1,000 a month, just an extra $1,000 a month, after the first month you're already going to be $700 in profit, and then after that it's going to be $1,000. And that's if you stay the same. That's if you don't grow your business and you don't scale. If you can 2x your business, that $1,000 is not going to be $2,000. Then in a few months, maybe you can get that $2,000 a month to $5,000 a month. It's all about scaling your business. You can't scale your pay at a job. Obviously, you can get like a raise, maybe like $10 to $12 an hour, and you're manager now you have to do even more work. It's just not really worth it. So if you can just invest in yourself, I mean, geez, I have a course where I teach people how to private label. If you're interested in private labeling, interested in learning how to sell on Amazon, I have a course. It's going to be the first link in the description. If you want to learn, I go through 35 individual videos of how exactly you can structure and build a profitable Amazon FBA private label business that also includes my one-on-one mentorship. So if you do have any questions or concerns regarding the course, regarding your business, your products, you can just email me, text me, and I'll get back to you as quick as possible. But really, there's no excuse when it comes to learning an online business. There's plenty of free resources online as well on YouTube, Google. You just have to not be lazy and be patient because it's going to take time to be able to learn the business, build the business, and start making money from it. Anyways, that's it for this video on the 3 biggest reasons people fail when selling on Amazon FBA. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to comment below with any questions and or video ideas you'd like to see in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm always giving away different tips and tricks on how to make money online. And on that note, I'll see you guys next video.